What we're going to do today is to demonstrate the latest version of GFChart. That's version 0.6. Okay, so what is GFChart? Well, if you use Gravity Forms to collect information, for example, maybe taking bookings or conducting a survey or collecting other information, you've obviously got all that information within Gravity Forms, but if you want a big picture overview about what's going on and you want some sort of dashboard capability, then GFChart allows you to do that by aggregating all the information in your forms into a sort of big picture. And on the screen in front of you here you can see a pie chart to illustrate the bookings that a local swim club is using. This is actually bookings by club. This is a 3D chart, so you can see the different colours around the side are illustrating the individual club. So as you move your mouse, it sort of highlights what's what. If you don't want to move your mouse, then you'll see there's information around the side to show which club is represented in which particular segment. Okay, so that's what it can do. Let's just scroll down and look at some other examples. This is a donut chart with a rather horrible green background. I'll just set that up just to show you can change the background, and you'll see here the legend is down the left-hand side. Here's a 3D chart, much smaller, to show how you can change the sizes, and here's a donut chart with the legend along the bottom. And you notice that one there calls itself female squad bookings. So what this is actually doing, it has a filter in it to filter only the female members into the particular donut. And once again, as you move around, the segments show up. And I'll just show you this bottom pie, which is still available on GFChart. This is the original pie chart available via shortcode within GFChart. So if you've got an existing installation using it, then that will still work for you. Okay, so how can you produce something that looks like that? Well, let's go to the WordPress dashboard. First of all, what I'd like to do is to go to the forms. This is standard Gravity Forms, just to show you the form that I'm basing this information upon. This form here you'll see is for the bookings that I was just showing you. There's the squad, which is a drop-down field. This is where the swimmer's gender is selected. That's where they select their club, date of birth, there's some age information, some other information, and there's a payment gateway towards the bottom. If you're wondering where the obvious contact information and name information is, then just note I've deleted it from this particular version because this is a test site and I don't want to be exposing any sensitive confidential data to anybody. So anyway, that's the information in the forms, in standard Gravity Forms. Now, to produce a chart, if you go to the Gravity Forms menu, you'll notice here there is a new menu called Charts and Calculations. Press on that. And what this does is open up a new page called Charts and Calculations. And you can see there's a long list there of ones that I've already set up. But for us today, let's press on the bottom here that says Add New. And let's give it a title. This is only an internal title. It doesn't get seen by the outside world. And I'm going to call it rather unimaginatively Bookings. And here you can select which of the different forms it should connect to. And in this case, we're going to go to the application form. And then create chart and calculation. And that then flicks to a new user interface where first of all you decide what sort of chart you want to produce. And in this particular version, the only version we've got running now can produce pie, but hopefully in the non too distant future we'll do the other ones as well. So we select pie, and you notice when you select pie you can decide whether you want a default, a donut or a 3D. Well, let's go for a donut, shall we? Then you can select the legend. This is the key. It shows which colour is which. And let's say go for one at the bottom. And once we've done that, we move one across. And this is where we're selecting the data. This is the form. I actually want to know, let's copy the one we've already got, the squad that people are in. And I can actually set additional filters here, but I'm not going to do that yet. Now we've got the data, let's go to labels and fonts, and let's give this a chart title. This is the title that will actually be displayed on the web page, and let's once again call that bookings. And now let's press preview. Now there is a little bug with Google Charts that when you first display it in preview, some of the formatting looks a bit odd, but that fixes quickly just by toggling backwards and forwards, and next time you'll see it comes out absolutely perfectly. This is just an undocumented feature of the admin side. It doesn't affect anybody looking at the main front-end website. And this here is a preview of what your pie chart will look like. So if we save that, and then we flick to the page where we were. Oh, what happened there? So if we move to the page here and we edit page, what we can do, you see each chart is actually inserted via these short codes. If we want to add a new one, the one we've just done, we press on this new icon here, Add Chart. We select the one which was bookings and we press Insert, press Update, and then if we view the page, there we are. There's the new thing. Now, supposing we don't want a donut. We thought it was a good idea, but let's say we quite like the 3D one. So let's go back to here, go back to design, and let's change that to 3D. And the legend, let's change it to the labeled legend. So we press on save, and if you move to preview mode, there it is, and I'll show you what to do about this in a minute. Can you see everything's a bit squashed around the outside? And just so you know, if you go back to this page here and refresh, there it is, and you can see everything's squashed, and that's basically because at the moment we've got default 400 by 300. And this is where this information here can actually help you. If you cut and paste that into here, there's only a few codes in there at the moment, but if we were to widen that, say, to 800 and press save, now it's 300 high and 800 wide. Now you can see it's very wide, in fact possibly too wide, but we'll leave it like that for the moment. Press on save, and when you go back here and refresh, you'll see that now pops out there. Now, let me just also show you that's all bookings, but supposing you just wanted to know the male bookings. If we go back to select the data, let's have an additional filter, and let's have gender is male. And if we save that, I'm also going to change the title and call this male bookings. Press on save, and then go to preview, and there we are. You've now got male bookings. Look, there's lots more I could show you here. We can change the size, we can rotate it, we can change the background color, we can change the font size, there's all sorts. But overall, I just wanted to show you exactly how the new version of GFChart works. And let's just refresh this page from bookings to, where are we? Male bookings. And there you go. Enjoy.